everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 19th of August 2022. Let's start. Which Indian state or the union territory implements the Mukhyamantri Anuprati Coaching Yojana? So Rajasthan government has introduced the Mukhyamantri Anuprati Coaching Yojana in 2021 to 22. And under the scheme, students are provided free coaching from reputed coaching institutions. So for the current fiscal year, the state government has allocated 17.15 crore rupees and the number of seats under the scheme has increased to 15,000. So it covers the students from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, other backward classes, minority, economically backward classes, and especially abled. Okay, so this is the scheme from the state Rajasthan. Next is, which is the venue of the India International Seafood Show? So the 23rd edition of India International Seafood Show is set to be held in Kolkata in the month of February next year, means in 2023. And this show will be organized by Marine Product Export Development Authority in collaboration with Seafood Exporters Association of India. Okay, so the venue of this India International Seafood Show is Kolkata. Next is, which sports body of India has been suspended by the global apex body for undue influence from the third parties? So the apex body of the sport, FIFA, has suspended the country's top administrative organization, that is All India Football Federation. Why? For undue influence from the third parties. So the Bureau of the FIFA Council, which passed the judgment, also took away the country's rights to hold the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022. And this was scheduled to be held in the month of October 2022. Okay, so here correct answer would be football. Next is, which state or union territory police received the most number of awards on the occasion of the Independence Day 2022? So a total of 1082 police personnel were awarded the police medals on the occasion of Independence Day 2022. And 347 police personnel have been awarded the police medal for gallantry. So Jammu and Kashmir police were awarded 108 medals, and it is the most among the states and the union territories. Then Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh are also among the states with highest number of police medals for gallantry in 2022. So here correct answer would be Jammu and Kashmir. Next is, what is the name of India's domestically manufactured anti-personnel mine? So Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has handed over the domestically manufactured anti-personnel mine named as Nipun and Futuristic Infantry Soldier as a system, that is FINSAS, to the Indian Army. So Indian firms have indigenously manufactured both the defense system and the AK-203 assault rifles are set to be manufactured in Amethi in a joint venture between Indian and Russian entities. Okay, So the name of this indigenously manufactured anti-personnel mine is Nipun. Next is, which state or union territory launched the Badhu Kamma Sari scheme? So Telangana government has launched the Badhu Kamma Sari scheme, under which the state government places the orders to weave the Badhu Kamma saris, school uniforms and other fabric from the cooperative societies of the weavers and small scale industries. So Telangana government has recently launched Chanitha Bhima scheme for handloom and powered loom weavers to provide them with life insurance. Okay, so this is the scheme from the state Telangana. Also, you must be knowing that Badhu Kamma is a kind of flower festival that is celebrated in the state of Telangana. Okay, so this sari scheme is also from Telangana. Next is, the International Solar Alliance is set to establish a solar project in which country? So International Solar Alliance, in partnership with Cuba government, has floated a tender for setting up a 1150 megawatt solar project in Cuba. And state-owned NTPC is a project management consultant for International Solar Alliance for setting up this project. And this project is a part of Cuba's plan to implement 2100 megawatt of solar project. And also, this is the very first in International Solar Alliance broader solar park program. Okay, headquarters lies in Gurugram in the state of Haryana. Okay. Next is, which Indian bank manages Indian Visa Application Center in Bangladesh? So the State Bank of India will manage the Indian Visa Application Center in Bangladesh for 2 more years. And at present, SBI runs a total of 15 Indian Visa Application Centers across Bangladesh, and the first IVAC was started by SBI in 2005 in Dhaka. So this agreement to extend the operations for 2 more years was signed recently. Okay. Next is, William Samoei Arap Ruto was sworn in as the president of which country? So he was deputy president of Kenya since 2013. And recently he has been declared the winner of the presidential election. So he has won the election by a narrow margin because he received 50.49% of the vote, and legal battles are expected as a result of this election. So in the year 2017, the presidential vote was nullified by the Supreme Court, citing the reasons of irregularities there. Okay, so he is now the new president of the country, Kenya. You have to tell me, James Marape is the new prime minister of which country? Next is, who is the first cricketer to play 600 matches in T20 cricket? So West Indies captain Kieron Pollard became the first cricketer to complete 600 matches in T20 cricket, and he announced the retirement from international cricket in the month of April 2022. And recently, all-rounder Dwayne Bravo scripted history by becoming the first ever cricketer to clinch 600 wickets in T20 cricket. Fine. Next is, Durand Cup is associated with which sport? So this is the oldest football tournament in Asia, and recently it has been started from 16th of August 2022. So the opening match will be played between FC Goa and Mohammedan SC in Kolkata. So for the first time in its history, this tournament is being held in the multiple cities as West Bengal, Assam and Manipur are hosting this cup. Don't forget that Indian Oil is the title sponsor of the tournament, and the previous edition of 2021 was won by FC Goa. Fine. Next is, which bank launched its first dedicated branch for the startups in the country in Bangalore? So State Bank of India has announced the launch of its first dedicated branch for startups in the country in Bangalore. And this branch, which is designated for startups, will cater to the entire range of the startup need at every stage of their evolution. So bank provides the funding as well as other services including investment banking, treasury operations and advisory through its subsidiaries. Okay, so this is the State Bank of India. So these were the most important current affairs and the news from today, and now we'll move on to our revision section. First of all, we'll see some of the important and recent news. After that, we'll cover important days and themes, and at last we'll see important sports that were in news. Fine. First of all, let's have a look on some of the important news. Hambantota port, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which country? So Chinese surveillance vessel Yuan Wang 5 has recently visited the Hambantota port, which is located in Sri Lanka. And after security concern, Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that China will not be allowed to use the facility for military purpose. Fine. NIPAM, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which field? What is the full form of NIPAM? It is National Intellectual Property Awareness Mission. Okay. So this term is related to intellectual property and aim is to spread intellectual property awareness and provide the basic training. Why it was in news? Because recently it has met its goal of training 1 million students on 31st of July 2022. Well, this target was to be completed on 15th of August 2022. Okay, so we have achieved this target earlier before the deadline. PF1 series butterfly mines, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which country? It is related to Russia, and possibility is that Russia can use it against Ukraine during its invasion of Ukraine. Okay, and it consists of 40 grams of explosives with it. Janjatiya Mahotsav, which was seen in the news, is celebrated in which state or the union territory? So this is the festival of the state Jharkhand, and it is celebrated in the month of August. So artists from various states, for example Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Mizoram and other tribal denominated states participate in this Mahotsav. Donye Polo Airport, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which state? This airport lies in Arunachal Pradesh and it lies in the capital of Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar. Okay, so this is the third airport of Arunachal Pradesh. Which are the other two? First is Pasighat and second is Tezu. Terminator tank support system, which was in the news recently, was developed by which of the following countries? So this is a support system that has been developed by the country Russia, and it is a kind of replacement for merchandise infantry troops in the urban battlefield. Fine. Next we will see important days and themes. World Organ Donation Day is celebrated on which date? So we celebrate the World Organ Donation Day on 13th of August to create awareness about how important organ donation is. Intergenerational solidarity, creating a world for all ages, is the theme of which international day that is celebrated in the month of August. So this was the theme for this year's International Youth Day, which is celebrated on 12th of August. Okay, don't forget that ageism was the topic for this year's International Youth Day, and ageism is a kind of practice of discrimination that is based on ages. When is the World Loin Day observed every year? This day is observed on 10th of August. And loins are in vulnerable category in the red list of IUCN. Can you tell me what is the category of snow leopard in this IUCN red list? When is the International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples observed? This day is observed on 9th of August, and nearly 476 million indigenous peoples are there in the world, living across 90 countries. When is the World Biofuel Day celebrated? It is celebrated on 10th of August. When is the National Handloom Day celebrated in India? This day is celebrated on 7th of August. Hiroshima Day is observed across the world in which month? This day is observed in the month of August, and if you talk about the date, this is 6th August. Okay, why we observe this day? So as to commemorate the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, Japan in the year 1945 at the end of World War II, right? So atomic bombs named as Little Boy was exploded in Hiroshima, and atomic bomb named as Fat Man was exploded in Nagasaki on 9th of August. Okay, so Nagasaki Day is observed on 9th of August, while Hiroshima Day is observed on 6th of August. When is the Muslim Women's Rights Day observed? It is observed on 1st of August. Fine. Next we'll see important sports that were in light. Manisha Kalyan, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? So she is related to football. And why she was in news? Because recently she has become the AIFF Women's Footballer of the Year. Okay, and talking about the men's category, the AIFF Men's Footballer of the Year was Sunil Chhetri. Rupal Chaudhary, who became the first Indian athlete to win 2 medals at the World Under-20 Athletics Championship, plays which sport? Answer would be relay and sprint. Okay, so she has won the silver in 4x400 meters relay and bronze in women's 400 meters. Okay, and this championship took place in Colombia. V. Pranav, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? He is related to chess, and recently he became 75th Grandmaster of India, and he is from Tamil Nadu. Don't forget that V. Pranav is the 27th Grandmaster from the state Tamil Nadu. Fine. And recently he became the Grandmaster by winning a Romania tournament. Tulika Man and Sushila Likmabam, who clinched the medals for India, play which sport? So they are related to judo. So Tulika Man has clinched silver in 78 kgs category, while Sushila Likmabam has clinched silver medal in 48 kg women's category. And don't forget that Vijay Kumar Yadav has clinched the bronze medal in the men's 60 kg category. Fine. Tejaswin Shankar became the first Indian to win a medal in the Commonwealth Games in which sport? Answer would be high jump. And which medal he has clinched? He has clinched the bronze medal. Achinta Shioli, who clinched the gold medal for India in the Commonwealth Games 2022, is associated with which sport? He is related to weight lifting, and he has clinched the gold in 73 kgs category. Jeremy Ladrenunga, who won the gold medal in the Commonwealth Games, plays which sport? He is related to weight lifting, and he has clinched the gold in 67 kgs category. From which state he belongs to? He is from Mizoram. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These are the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.